What's up, guys? Good morning. It's a great morning here in Sweden, and I hope most of you guys are having an awesome morning. Well, it's not really morning. It's about 9 a.m. Awesome weather. Gonna show you guys. I don't know. I'm gonna film what I'm going to do, and then I'm gonna start a video by taking down the differential on the E36. So keeping up the drift build. Yeah. Now this is the kind of view I wake up to every morning. Awesome. Beautiful. I also have to cut the lawn or mow the lawn one last time before winter comes. That'll be done. And this is my workstation. It's a mess. Papers on top of the stereo. Awesome morning coffee. Lens for the camera. USB memory for school. Phone. Scribble paper that I use for calculations and stuff like that. The Nintendo with the remotes, yeah, and this is how messy a desk can be. Figuring out some ads that I have out. I have a lot of things to sell. Good things, good condition. Always looking for the new BMWs and stuff like that. So yeah. So done with the studying for a bit. Did my quote. And we're gonna do some other adventures now. I think you guys know what's gonna be happening, but I want to show you something first. I'm quite proud of myself. So this is my dishwasher. It's not no special thing. Basically, these buttons they go out automatically, but this one had broke. This was broken. Basically, see this. I don't know if you can see it here. It's supposed to push back the button out, so once you pushed it in, it was always in. But now it's fixed, now it's working, super happy about that. Engineering Matt. It is time to continue the journey to build the best first drift build ever for me, to the budget, I guess. And the car looks a little bit different than last time in the last video that you saw. The other evening I had a couple of friends over picking up their stuff and stuff like that. So I had a little time to put back the interior, which you can see here. That's inside of the door from another E36. I just put it there to store it. So that's the interior. The textile interior that I enjoy more than the leather one. So I guess that's good. I need to replace some of the clips here. But all in all, it's all good. If you can remember from last video, I got another package along with the coilovers. And I did spoil it at the end of the... it's a happy face as well. As I did spoil it at the end of the last video. It's bushings. Bushings for the differential. This is made from the, they also send you a lot of candy. I actually asked for more candy this time and they did send me, so that's awesome. This is polyurethane, so basically a type of plastic rubber bushings. These ones have the same flexibility as the original bushings. The reason being that I do not have any kind of enforcement in the rest of the subframe. So which means if I put two chunks of bushings in at the differential, some other point is going to become the weakest point, and I'd rather have it around the differential bolts because it's easier to replace than having to maybe weld at the place where you put it in. So I'm gonna put the car on jack stands and I'll see you after that. You may ask me, why am I doing this in the first place? Make sure you secure the car as usual. So this is the differential, right? And if you ever owned the E36 before, used, you know there might be some sound from the subframe or whatever from the back. And basically, this is where I hear every time I drive the car. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's see if I can hold it still. The differential is movable. So this is what I hear every time I try to drive it, which means a lot of bad times, right? So what we're going to do is that first of all I'm going to take some rust solutions. We're going to let loose of the drive shafts here that goes out to the wheel, one there and one on the other side. We're going to loosen up the sway bar up here and the differential nut here and to the middle axle as well. I remember showing you guys on I think I showed you guys when we welded it on the 320, but you can never be too informative maybe. So basically I'm going to apply rust solution and wait for a couple minutes. I'm gonna take down the sway bar first and give me room to work here, and I'm gonna try to remove these first. And normally you can remove the middle axle first, but I noticed that most likely my handbrake is broken. I think maybe it's the wire, so I don't have any handbrakes to hold on to this. So I'm gonna try using the wrench gun. I bought the proper mount for it. And we'll see if I can get the differential down. Now I don't know what's going on with the lighting, but we'll try to make it work. So Mazzoe came to the conclusion that I need to remove the exhaust on the E36, 328 and 325. It's double pipes here, so you've got to remove 4 nuts, and let's hope they're not too rusted. But if they're rusted, then you have to change them anyway, so I guess that's fine. And then you have one nut here, which is rusty, and one on the other side, which is also very rusty behind there. After that one is down, I can remove the sway bar and begin picking off the nuts to the drive shafts. Them off. One of them broke, so I basically broke the second I touched it. That is the other part. So I had to cut the nut. It's in here. So this part is loose, and this one is also cracked, as you can see here now. So this one is ruined. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can break this one open. I'm going to see if I can break this one open, and I will have to replace this one somehow. I'll figure that out after. Isn't too much to be done really. Maybe I can take that one that's in good condition, split it, and then weld it together on the same spot. But for now, this one will not hold anyways. These nuts are so rusted, they're completely gone. So we're gonna see if we can pry this one. Otherwise, I might have to do some cuts again. I'm using this one, a Dremel mini cutter. It will not produce that much heat because here is the fuel tank. You don't want to make a lot of heat around that, so always be super careful with that. I can see all these half rusty screws here, which is gonna be a pain, but those screws will be able to I will be able to replace them in time. So no, as well, this is the screw for the differential, the one that I believe is broken. Let's see what we can see here. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if I can tighten up this one. You know what, guys? I thought I saw that the screw looked a little bit untight. So just for I don't know how you say it, giggles and S word, I decided to test it, and I don't know if you can hear, but I did not hear any specific like the differential seems in place to me. Like it's not really moving that much. It should have moved more if it was really loose. So Matthias, get to the point. What does this mean? This means that maybe the differential bushing wasn't bad after all, like the previous owner said, and the symptoms showed. Maybe it was just that he didn't tighten the differential when he put the differential back. Because when I was looking at the car the first time, the differential was not in the car, and then when he delivered to me, put on the differential. Look, there's a spider web up there. So I think I'm going to interrupt this here, and just I've got to really be sure. I don't want to take down the differential if I don't have to before the inspection. The drivable. That's just gonna sound annoying. I'm gonna put. So bad that I ruined that one. But oh well, that's fine. I'll be able to fix this one. It's tight for now, I believe. So basically, I'm gonna take the car down from the lift or from the jack stands and take it outside and see if it makes any sounds. Cause this is crazy. Maybe it's good to go. This is such a weird video. I mean, I was just filming as I was going along. As I said, I'm no professional mechanic. I never checked the differential from that side before. The previous owner said that the bushing had to be changed. There was this, you could see like the playing room for the differential in the rear wagon. So all the signs were there, like you have to change the rear bush, like the bushing in the differential. And I don't have to do it. So, yay for me. I drove the car, I didn't film it. Had to be in a hurry. So I guess yay for me. Now some of you are going to talk to me and say that I should change the bushing anyways, since it's a good thing to do, and since I've taken apart and stuff like that. I didn't really take that much apart. I have to redo the clamps for the exhaust, which I'm forced to do anyways, so that's okay. But now I'm able to take myself to the inspection without the car just falling apart. So let's say that I would have taken down the differential, changed the bushings and all that stuff. Great, super great. Always good to do that with the car. Let's say I do that before the inspection. I go to the inspection. Turns out I have to take it down to change something around the area again. So then that would mean that I would have to basically do the same work twice, and it will take a couple of hours. I mean, doing all that takes for me about 6 or 7 hours. So maybe I'm slow and all that stuff, but it takes time to put the car up on jack stands. You make sure everything is okay. You have to go there, people come in the garage, talk to you, and that's all that. So it takes time. So now I'm able to go with the car to the inspection place, hopefully next week or the week after that, and get the recipe of what I have to do to be able to put it on the streets again legal. I'll have 30 days on me to do it, and I will be able to take the car, for example, maybe I go visit Chris G and we'll work on the car somewhere there, or if I go to someone other place, or if I'm able to actually borrow or hire a lift, that's gonna make everything so much easier for me. So I'm able to do that now before I put too much work into the car that I have to redo again. Yeah. Now don't get me wrong, I love working on the car, but if I can save time and put the time and effort into something else, for example studies and all that stuff, then I'm gonna have to wanna choose that choice instead. So I'm gonna take out my mail. But yeah guys, short video I guess. So quick video, Maybe you noticed that I'm driving, I'm showing both my hands, I'm not filming, and so guess who I picked up?
Me.
Mini, yes. It was an enthusiastic reaction. Awesome.
I had to turn on the lights.
We love the energy. Loving the energy. So, quick video. The video is kind of a mess, just showing you guys my day today. And I think that showing the video as it is now, that you start working on cars, or that I started working, I thought I would have to remove the exhaust and differential and stuff. Turns out I didn't have to. All I needed to do was to tighten the screw. So it sucks that I was able to remove the exhaust thing already, but it's gonna be, I'm gonna replace it. That's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. And also a good point of this video is that things can change this fast. When you're living a student life, you have to always prioritize your studies, and then you have to do the things on the free time. So you get this thing done, and you get that thing done, and then that thing doesn't work out, then you have to work out plan B and quickly adapt. So I think that this video is going to be able to show you guys how fast things can change for me. This is how it is for me every day. You have to always be agile when it comes to these things. So without further ado, I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. I am going to thank you for watching the video. If you did like this video, this weird short video of something, at least I showed you guys how you can remove the differential if you want to. Click like, share it, comment. I love the comments. Whenever I get a comment, it makes my day. Subscribe if you want to, and be tuned for the next video. Thank you.
You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win.